Hello friends, I welcome you on my channel Engineering Mathematics DJ Ganit. So in the last lecture we have discussed about limit of functions of two variables, and we have seen some examples that how to prove that limit of a function of two variable does not exist. So today also we are going to do some more problems on non-existence of limit. So we just recall that we know that if we want to check limit of functions of two variables about origin, then we will start by taking these different paths passing through origin. So first we will put y equal to mx, that is we are taking limits along lines passing through origin. If limit along this line is function of m, or if the limit depends on m, then we say that limit does not exist. Now suppose we are getting same limit along each line passing through origin, then we can try along parabolas. So we will try for y equal to m into x square. These are the parabolas passing through origin, and then we will see whether we are getting the limit which is same as in path 1 or it is different from path 2. Suppose we are getting L1 limit along each possible line passing through origin, and suppose we obtained L2 here along each parabola, then if L1 and L2 are different, then we can say that limit does not exist. Now suppose we are getting the same limit along each parabola, say L1, then we can try along this type of parabolas, say x equal to m into y square, and we check whether answer depends on m. If it is independent of m, then whether limit is L1 or it is different from L1. If we are getting L1, then we can try for y equal to m into x cube. So in this way, by taking different paths passing through origin, we can decide whether limit exists or not. So if we are getting the same limit along these different possible paths, then we may have the idea that limit exists. So in that case we will discuss how to show that limit exists in next lecture. But in this lecture our focus is on non-existence of limit, how to show that limit does not exist. So for that it is easy, we can try different paths. If answer depends on m, limit does not exist. If answer is independent of m during one path, then we check for second path and we compare both the limits. If they are same, then we can try for another path. So we are going to discuss some more examples on how to show that limit does not exist. So let us try with this example. Check whether limit of 2x square y upon x raised to 4 plus y square as xy approaches origin exists or not. If exists, then find the value of limit. So here our function is, we denote given function by fxy. It is a function of two variables. So suppose it is denoted by small f, x raised to 4 plus y square. So we try along different paths. So suppose I take y equal to mx. If I put y equal to mx, first we will check roughly whether we are getting the same limits or whether limit depends on m. So if I put y equal to mx, I will have x raised to 4 plus y square, that is m square x square. So you can see 1 x square will cancel out. Here we have 2x square m into x, and we can take x square here outside common. So here we are left with x square plus m square. So if we cancel out x square, we have 2mx divided by x square plus y square. So along all possible lines passing through origin, our function takes this form. It reduces in terms of function of only one variable. So if we find out limit of fxy along this path, along y equal to mx, then we have fxy becomes 2mx over x square plus m square along y equal to mx. So now this is limit of function of only one variable. So if we put x equal to 0, we have 0 plus m square, and m is non-zero, so we have 0. So this shows that the limit along each line passing through origin, if we take any line passing through origin, then limit is same along all the lines passing through origin y equal to mx. The limit of given function is 0. So now we have to check for another path. So suppose we try along y equal to m into x square, because we are getting the same limit along each line passing through origin. So now we try along y equal to m into x square. M is non-zero, so x is non-zero. And we check what our function becomes along y equal to m into x square. So we have to put y equal to m into x square. fxy is 2x square y. So fxy is 2x square, y is m into x square over x raised to 4 plus y square, and y is replaced by m into x square. So given function is 2x square y over x raised to 4 plus y square. So 2x square y is replaced by m into x square, and this we can rewrite as 2 times m x raised to 4, and this is x raised to 4 plus m square x raised to 4. So you can see x raised to 4 will cancel out. Here we have x raised to 4 in both the terms. So we take x raised to 4 outside and we have 1 plus m square. And because x is non-zero, we can cancel out x raised to 4. Because x is non-zero. And this limit is also non-zero because m is non-zero. So function is 2m upon 1 plus m square along all the parabolas passing through origin. So if we find out limit of fxy as xy approaches 0, 0 along y equal to mx square, then our function reduces to 2m divided by 1 plus m square, and if we put y equal to m square, this will be converted in single variable limit. Now here 2m upon 1 plus m square is independent of x, that is constant, and limit of constant is constant. So from this you can see the limit depends on value of m. So we can write which depends on m. That means if we take different values of m, then we will have different limits. That means the limit is different along different parabolas passing through origin. Suppose we consider a limit along y equal to x square. Suppose we are interested in limit along y equal to x square. Then if we compare with y equal to m into x square, m is 1. So if we put m equal to 1, then limit along y equal to x square will be 2 over 1 plus 1 square, that is 1. So along y equal to x square, the limit of given function is 1 as xy approaches 0, 0. Now if I take y equal to 2x square, limit along parabola y equal to 2x square, then we have to put m equal to 2. So it is 2 into 2 over 1 plus 2 square, that is 4 by 5. So in this way we can see that along different parabolas passing through origin we are having different limits. So therefore limit does not exist. This is just for understanding. You need not write this part while answering your question. It is just for understanding. So it is enough that limit depends on m. Therefore we can write one more line. Therefore the limit is different along different parabolas passing through origin. Along different parabolas passing through origin, or 0, 0, order pair 0, 0. Therefore limit of 2x square y over x raised to 4 plus y square as xy approaches 0, 0 does not exist. So in this problem you can see first we tried along different lines. Along different lines y equal to mx, we observe that limit is 0. So limit is same along all the lines passing through origin, and the limit has value 0. So therefore we check for another type of path which is different from lines. So we are trying for parabolas passing through origin. So we tried for y equal to mx square, and we obtain our answer as 2m upon 1 plus m square, and it is function of m. That means limit is different for different values of m, therefore limit does not exist. So you don't have to write this path. It is not necessary to show that limit is 0 along all possible lines passing through origin. We just have to write that part which shows that limit is different along different paths. So it is enough to write this part only, that along y equal to mx square function becomes 2m upon 1 plus m square, and the limit of function along y equal to mx square is 2m upon 1 plus m square, which depends on m. Therefore limit does not exist. So you don't have to write down all possible paths. You can try by trial and error this type of different paths: y equal to mx square, y equal to m into x square, or this type of parabola x equal to m into y square, y equal to m into x cube, x equal to m into y cube. So along these different types of paths, you have to mention that path along which limit does not exist. You don't have to show along all the paths. Suppose you are having same limit along y equal to mx and along y equal to mx square, and suppose your answer is different along x equal to m into y square, and suppose your answer depends on m along x equal to m into y square, then it is enough to show that along x equal to m into y square limit is dependent on m, therefore limit does not exist. So we consider one more example. Show that xy tends to 0, 0, x square minus y square over x square plus y square. Limit of x square minus y square upon x square plus y square does not exist as xy approaches 0, 0. So we try for first single possible path is along y equal to mx, m is non-zero, x is non-zero, or we can consider x positive also, or we can consider x negative also, but here we consider non-zero x. So we first examine what our function becomes along y equal to mx. So first we put y equal to mx. So it is going to be x square minus m square x square over x square plus m square x square, and you can see because x is non-zero, x will cancel out, and we have 1 minus m square over 1 plus x square, 1 minus m square over 1 plus m square. So now if we find out limit of x square minus y square over x square plus y square as xy approaches 0, 0 along y equal to mx. This is important. We must write the path along which we are trying to find out limit. So if we take y equal to mx, we have x is tending to 0, and along this path the value of function is 1 minus m square over 1 plus m square. Now this part is independent of x, so 1 minus m square upon 1 plus m square is constant, and limit of constant is constant. So therefore we can see the limit depends on m. This shows that the function has different limits along lines passing through origin. Suppose we consider this line y equal to x, then m equal to 1. So along y equal to x, m is 1. So if you put m equal to 1, limit will be 0 along y equal to x. Now if we put y equal to 2x, suppose this is y equal to 2x, so we have to put m equal to 2. So if we put m equal to 2, we have 1 minus 4 over 1 plus 4, that is minus 3 by 5. So that limit is different from this limit. Along y equal to x, limit is 0. Along y equal to 2x, limit is minus 3 by 5. So we are able to find out infinite number of different lines, and we are getting different limits along all possible lines. Therefore we can directly write limit x square minus y square over x square plus y square as xy approaches 0, 0 does not exist, because limit is different along different lines passing through origin. We take one more problem. fxy equal to xy square over x square plus y raised to 4. So we can try with y equal to mx. So here if we put y equal to mx, y square is going to be m square x square. Here x square plus y equal to mx, that means m raised to 4 plus x raised to 4. Now from these two we can have x square common, so that x square will cancel out with this x square, and we are left with m square x over 1 plus m raised to 4. And if we take xy tending to 0, 0, x will tend to 0 and limit of this will be 0. So limit along each line will be 0. So now we have to try for y equal to m into x square. So let us try along this path. So in the numerator we have x into y square. So we have x into y square. In the denominator we have x square plus y raised to 4. And y equal to m into x square. So we have x square plus y raised to 4, that is m x square raised to 4. So if we simplify this, we have x into m square into x raised to 4, and here we have x square plus m raised to 4 into x raised to 8. Okay, this is m square x raised to 4 into x square plus m raised to 4 x raised to 8. But here also we are able to cancel out x square only. So here we will have m square x cube over 1 plus m raised to 4 into x raised to 6. And if we take xy tends to 0, 0, we will have x tending to 0. So this will tend to 0 as x tends to 0. So we obtain this same limit along y equal to mx square along this type of parabolas. Along y equal to mx square we are getting the same limit, which is 0. So along each possible line y equal to mx, limit is 0. Along each parabolas of the form y equal to mx square, limit is 0. So now we try for this type of parabolas. Say x equal to m into y square. And here of course we write m is non-zero, y is non-zero. So now we check the function along this path. So we put fxy, in fxy we put x equal to m into y square y. Now the function is x into y square over x square plus y raised to 4. So x into y square, that is we have to replace x by m into y square times the function is fxy equal to x into y square. So x is my square into y square, and in the denominator we have x square plus y raised to 4. So x is my square, x square plus y raised to 4. So from this we obtain my raised to 4. Here we will have m square y raised to 4 plus y raised to 4. Okay, let me check again. In the numerator we have x into y square. So x is my square into y square. In the denominator we have x square plus y raised to 4. So x is my square square x square plus y raised to 4. Okay, so this is fine. M square y raised to 4 plus y raised to 4. And because y is non-zero, y raised to 4 is non-zero. And we are able to cancel out y raised to 4. And we are left with m over m square plus 1. So because y is non-zero. So we are able to find out that our function becomes function of m along the parabolas x equal to my square. So now we check along x equal to my square, and here it becomes function of y. because we are putting x equal to my square, we will have y tending to 0, and if we put x equal to my square, we have seen that our function, if we put x equal to my square, our function reduces to m over m square plus 1, which is independent of y. So therefore limit is m over m square plus 1. So this is also dependent on m, which is dependent on m. Therefore limit does not exist. Limit of fxy as xy approaches 0, 0 does not exist. So here we observe that limit was 0 along y equal to mx, limit was 0 along y equal to mx square, we getting the same limit 0. So we tried along x equal to my square, and we are able to see that the limit is function of m, that is limit depends on m. That means along different parabolas of this form, suppose along x equal to y square, or along x equal to 2y square, say along x equal to 3y square. So along these different parabolas, we are having different values of the limit. Therefore limit does not exist. So in this way we can check whether limit exists or not. Now suppose we are getting same limit along different paths, say y equal to mx, y equal to mx square, or x equal to my square, y equal to mx cube, or x equal to my cube. Now suppose the limit is same along all these different paths, suppose we are getting the same value of the limit, then it is not necessary that limit exists. But from this we may have the idea that limit may be that common value. So if we are getting this same limit along these different possible paths, then we may have the idea that limit may exist. So in that case we have to check by definition. So in the next lecture we are going to discuss how to show that limit of functions of two variables exist using the definition. So I hope you enjoy this lecture. Kindly subscribe this channel for upcoming lectures of Calculus or Mathematics 1. Thank you very much.